Okay. We should be live. Let me double check real quick. Yeah, it looks like we're going. Oh no, auto start has not started on all the streams. Oh no. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Here we go. Hello, everybody. We are back to more Joukyuu to try to level up this account here. I don't think we'll make it up to first on today, but you know, we'll do what we can here. And getting into a game pretty quickly. Hey, Tukana, how are you? Yeah, there were buttons that were grayed out on YouTube, and it was weird stuff. So, you know, this is Ishanten for 7 pairs. Well, that's an interesting start. Like, if I draw it, sure, but the problem is it's an average of like 7 point something turns from this position to be Tenpai, which is not great to say the least. But, you know, I don't really see anything to move towards, so I'll stick with it. If we draw like, well, I guess that doesn't matter. Do we wait for a better weight? I think blocking the 2-so is probably enough to go ahead and slam it here. Blocking with 2 of the 4s, that is. It's not likely to pull up a Kabe or anything, but, you know, we have long enough. Probably just worth putting the Riichi out there. Oh, if people discard a bunch of 3s, it might be Kabe on the 3. That could work. Go figure, right? There we go. That's the Suji trap we need. I'd say we're pretty well favored to win this hand now. It does help that Sozu are like the only thing that are safe right now. Of course, you draw Ladora. Still not bad though, because like I said, you know, it just really helps to have that Suji trap there, I think. Of course, like I've said in past streams, Joukyuu players are very defensive, so it's possible that this still won't be enough here. If I'd waited though, like what would I've done? Like basically it would have just been a delayed reach for no reason. I might have switched to the 3, but I would have had to discard the 2 to do it probably. Might have reached on the 1. I don't know. It's tough. 7 pairs is always such a weird hand. Fully expect to see a bunch of Dora come out here. No, someone's still hoarding them. That could be bad for me. The 3rd Suji trap tile. Like, I'm not even giving more information with these discards. So, okay. Speaking of a bunch of Dora. Alright, that's all the 5s before a single 2. I guess it makes some sense, right? Someone's gonna fight for Tenpai here, too. Yeah, that's G-Toy for you. Not too much to say about it, though. Oh, are they out of safe tiles? They are. Wow. Maybe they were pushing for a Tenpai. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Oh, geez, of course. There they are. I guess that makes sense. I wouldn't fault him for that. Like, that seems reasonable. So we want to be quick with this hand. A couple of guess wins aren't great, but you know, it's fine. It's kind of an odd hand. This hand wants to be Tanyao, but there's definitely a couple things holding it back from there. Of course, if we draw like a form on here, that'd be perfect. Makes everything a lot easier. Oof. That's not good. Now we're going to need to be very careful. There's the 4, though. That makes things, like I said, a lot easier. Like, this is where you want to push to, right? Because there's already a Riichi stick in the center. There's a Honba going on. But that Dora, though. It's a tough one. They're still discarding honors, so it's probably fairly safe still. Now it's going to be a lot less safe. Jeez. I don't even really have anything I can do here, though. Like, I guess the 4s didn't get called at all, so the 4 is probably the best discard here. The next cut anyway from the hand. That pause on the 9 is interesting. Okay, 2 pins safe. We'll cut this 9 first, though. Probably should have just went ahead and cut the 2 pin. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. Nearly a Mangan. Oh, they were Otozuke on that too. Never punished, right? Alright, so this hand we'd love to start drawing to more Dora, as usual. But we're on 3 pairs right now. But the efficiency in the hand is not great. That's not helping at all. Like this 3 draw always feels so weird, right? Because you want to drop 3-8 from this hand because you can improve on 4 and 7 anyway. But if you don't have anything that's more efficient, then you just kind of have to hold on to it and hope. I don't know. So it doesn't seem too much to do about that right now. I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of these pairs, though. Like what the pattern is, and maybe we just hold on to them. With draws like that, we can start with the 3-pin, 8-pin cut while holding on to pairs. We are Ryan Shanten for Chitoy again. Oh, jeez. That guy's just getting monster hands over there. I mean, if we end up in second off this person just stomping the table, then, you know, there's worse places to be. They can be the main character this time. Dora. I don't discard the north here, I don't think. I like my hand. So I'm going to break the, whatever we decided it was called, Surenfa, something like that. Can't remember. Horrible memory. Not in the position to call that, though, yet. And now we can cut that. Yeah, pretty simple Tanyao. We probably do Chi for the Formon. Sorry, my voice is apparently terrible right now. Not sure why that would be. You'd think I was doing a ton of talking at work or something, but not really the case. Maybe that's the problem. I haven't been using my voice enough today. That's a great draw, though. So we might just be some kind of men's in hand. There's some worlds where this turns into a Sanshoku, but it's difficult with this Manzu shape. Let's go ahead and cut that here. Toyman going for it. Okay. She's really going for it. Like I don't want to discard the 2-3 because of the Dora. So we probably just take the widest Ishan 10, which is going to be this here, I think. We keep her on the potential 4-5-6 Sanshoku, even though I don't think it ever really happens here. And yeah, we take that here. Unfortunately, we have to discard a Pinzu because it could get caught or something. I mean, don't technically have to, but we have to here. Like, it's just the only right play. Of course. Okay. Fine. Yeah, so there were 3 dead, I think it was. Something like that. This is an interesting hand. So this one's pretty far advanced, but in a way that it kind of makes it harder to progress because we don't have any shapes to make, right? We have the 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes, but then everything else is kind of terrible. So we need to figure out how to build a new shape here. The 8's a decent draw. Drawing a 7 would be fine. But this is still just Riichi Nomi, so we want to try to keep some safety behind still. I mean, that's not ideal. Like, best draw here is going to be to draw one of the pairs. Draw out one of the pairs? I don't know. I think you guys know the terminology I'm trying to use here, but it's not coming out very well right now. Okay, and we're on a perfect Ishan 10. I think this early perfect Ishan 10 is fine. Perfect Ishan 10 Riichi Nomi. But I will want to transition into having a safe tile back. No point in keeping that 2, I don't think. There's an outside chance it becomes Tanyao. Like if I keep the 2 and then draw either a 5 or a 2 there, discard the pair of 9s. I just don't think that's worth it there. I'd rather keep the extra Ukeire. That doesn't help either. So at what point do I want to keep the safe tile back? That's the real question. I think it's whatever the next safe tile draw is, and we're just going to try to be careful until then. It's not safe at all. That's door adjacent. But it looks like no one's super dangerous right now. Toyman could be, but at least right now I'm not too worried. And now we have our safe tile back. There are 2 9-mons cut so far for this shape here. Just one of the 7-pin, another 9-mon. It's always awkward when like this kind of shape just starts dying, right? Like the 6 isn't likely to come out because we can see a bunch of the 3s and none of the 4s and 5. Well, I guess 3 of the 4s. Fair enough. Never mind. I guess the 6 is moderately likely to come out here. It's fine. I wonder where all the 2s are, though. Like, 2-mon actually looks super dangerous to me right now. Well, there's one of them. I guess they're just all still on the wall. Maybe paired in someone's hand. Another 7-pin dying. At what point do we chi into Tenpai? I think if we get the chance to chi into Tenpai here, I think we have to take it. Just because the odds of winning are so low at this point. I don't really want to. I guess that's probably a fine discard. No, it's not a fine discard. I was right. Relatively small hand, though, luckily. So not a huge loss. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have pushed that. Oh, we're back around to my deal already. Okay. Quick one hunt hand here. I don't see much else this hand could become, unless I'm going to start drawing perfectly here. Which is possible, I suppose. Don't want to rule it out. Okay. It's an okay draw here. I'd probably keep the 1-2 over this 4 right now, just because of the redundancy with the other shape there. Yeah, especially after drawing that. Makes it a bit better. Jeez. I guess we keep one of these as a safe tau here then. We cut this and go for the Ryokan, get the triplet there, and try to figure out something with the 1-2. I guess it's pretty much just cutting the 2 at that point. So 6 pin is ideal here to be able to cut 9-9. We still have to figure out that 2. Yeah, it's just not worth pushing into. Okay, so the 2 is safe. That's good. 2 is safe, 8 is safe. We probably just cheat this then. Like, we have pretty good pushing odds here. But we do need to get the tone at some point to be able to really do much with it. It's fine. Next tile discard will be the 9 for sure. Okay. So we weren't ever going to be able to discard that 3 anyway. Well, this does keep us out. Geez, or 3. This does keep us out of last still, which is good because that actually does matter for us now. But unfortunately, we're pretty far away from being able to gain points here. How do we come back here? It's 14,000 away. I guess the flush is a decent start. Like, there's just no reason not to cut the 1-4 or 1-9 here. I think. No, that's a reason, I guess. Yeah. I just don't know what this hand becomes that's worth much, unfortunately. Like, we have the chance for the Ipeiko with the 4-5 shape, but oh, that's good. But it's not super likely. But it is better than just about anything else we have. So, like, Reach Pin Fudora is reasonable with this hand. Yeah, seems fine. Tone is an okay discard. I will say the emotes that get used on YouTube just amuse me a lot. Because, like, you mouse over them on the client that I use to read the chat and everything. And in the one you use, Tukana, is just slightly smiling face. So I wonder if that sums up your thoughts well, that you are slightly smiling right now. Tell you what, if my stream makes people slightly smile, I will be okay with that. See, here I think we just go ahead and cut this. We can still accept the 3. The 3 is still pretty great for us, honestly. And then the 5 gives us the chance to be able to work in another Dora, or even potential Sanshoku. Yeah, that's how. So a couple options here. Like, we probably cut 4-5 in most situations. Especially with the Kami here probably being on the whites. Do I know enough about their hand to say for sure that's what they're on? Like, they're not on a flush. So it's got to be some kind of Yakuhai. And I think white's the only one left, right? So it's got to be the white. So they're just stuck as long as I keep these. So at this point, we could probably discard like one pin. If we could chi one of the sixes here. But that's going to make it tougher. Yeah, because that's his only Yakuai left. So, like, this has to be what this player's on. Yeah, I think we just take that. Let's go for it. Kind of weird hand, but I think it's better to try to shut this one down. That cut recently. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We should go back after just to check, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were on. Which is kind of surprising, because a fourth dan at 1900 I would expect wouldn't go that obviously all in on tiles like that. But maybe they're just used to other Joukyuu players not paying attention to that. I don't know. Welcome to everyone just joining into the stream. Hope you all have had a good week. I'm pretty excited. I've got another board game that I'm going to be playing tomorrow. I'm trying to find a soundtrack to play during it because it's just very fitting for the game. It's called Philharmonics, if any of you have heard of it. It's like a futuristic, space-oriented orchestra building thing. For those of you that are into modern board gaming, that description probably doesn't sound super surprising, but to everyone else, yeah, it's definitely not Monopoly. So I'm trying to find like techno orchestra style music or something like that because I feel like it would just be absolutely perfect for it here. But there's very, very select music that fits that bill, to say the least. So trying to figure that one out. Found a couple things. One of the problems is a lot of vocals come into it, which I feel kind of ruins the orchestra side of it. Like the game has vocalists and all that. And, you know, there's things there for it, but I don't want it to be all vocals, you know? I think we'd probably keep the door here and discard 3-5. Just because this door is our best chance at making a more valuable hand here. Only 2 8s left, though. So we don't want to get caught with this if we can help it, but we also do need a pair still. So we could just pair it. Like, I'd be completely fine with that. Probably just cut this. There's enough of a chance to draw the Aka here that I think holding on to the 5, especially when it's safe against our Kami here, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, and we get rewarded for that. With the Itsu chance, that's another chance at value, so I'm okay with discarding the door here. No pause there, which means that probably no one has a pair of them, which is good to know. This also does allow us a Tanyao upgrade with a much easier pair to find, like that one there. I think we go ahead and take that. Yeah. We take that and probably cut the 7-8 because this is pretty much guaranteed Tanyao. Do we open this hand though? Like if the 6 comes out, do we just chi? I think we do. That puts us in Mangan range. Oh, well, I guess that ruins that chance. So we'll go for the Reach Pin Fedora. Okay, and we're on a Ramen Tempai that I always love so much. Yeah, I think we cut that while it's safe. It's not super likely to be someone's weight at this point with all the discards. But still not something I really want to worry about too much. Now, player in last reaching is something that we have to worry about, though. Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with some symphonic metal. it's kind of along the same lines. I've been considering going back to some of that, like that one. What was one that I used to listen to? Began with a K. I can't remember exactly what their name was though. Camelot, that's what it was. I listened to them for a while. Back when I, listened to rock and metal and that sort of thing. Okay. We will change the tempi here if we get the chance to. Yeah, definitely along the same lines. Really just anything that has like a strong orchestral sound in it would be fine. Oh, that's sad. Okay. Get the super wide D shanten, but not, oh wow. Just complain a little bit and you get hands like this to start out. Okay. Yeah, like nothing to complain about here. We're 2 shanten. Yeah, 2. With a lot of very good draws here. We'll see if we can find any of them. A lot of bad draws too, but that's one of the good ones. We'll take that one. We probably keep the 7 over the 2. No. Yes, we should have actually. Should have trusted my instinct there. It is better to draw like a 6 or something than it is the 3 here. So we'll do that this time. That's all it takes, Esper. Just a nice little run there. Nice. That would have been the worst possible tempi if we kept that, though. Oh, jeez. Worst possible tempi that we would have ipatsumo'd. I don't know. This high pie might just be bad luck. Okay, here we go. Is this weight just insane?
Riichi.
What are we waiting on here? Hold on. This is a weird one to read. It's just 3-6, right? I think it's just 3-6. Because the extra 5 is weird. But it should just be 3-6, yeah. Like I don't speak any Japanese, honestly. The interface is very lean. The hardest thing to do is figure out which rooms to go into at that point. I don't think they oh perfect. That's Ipeko too. Let's just end it. Oh, not quite. But we are in second now. Oh no, sorry, just shy of second. But yeah, so I had to get into Tenho because it was like the only thing that was around back when I first started playing. So I didn't have a choice. I just kind of had to force myself to learn it. But once you can figure out what rooms are and everything, it's really about it. And there are guides out there because of how long ago it was that will help you with, figuring that stuff out and navigating those rooms. It's been a while since I looked them up, but I'm sure they're still out there somewhere. There is also a built-in translation at the login screen, if you're interested in that sort of thing. At this point, I've played Tenho for so long that I can't play it not in Japanese, which sounds weird, but yeah, I know. Absolutely wrecked. Oh, jeez. It's not necessarily entirely in the browser. There is a client you can download for it, but I don't. I play from the browser. Yeah, the browser extensions I've never tried using for same reasons, right? But let's start cutting this shape. Maybe we end up with some kind of weird chinitsu here. 4 pin, 7 pin, 9 pin, 1 pin. Yeah, it's possible. Of course. If we draw pinzu here, we probably just go for it. Because it's a Haneman too, so if we somehow smack the person across from us, It feels like it's going to be slower, but not much slower, so it's probably worth it to go for. We could just like draw the Aka 5 so too and be completely fine with that. We'd pawn 1 pin still. Need to get a 4 pin though. That's not great. What are they doing though? Is this on Shoku? If it's on Shoku, I've got bad news for him. Potentially anyway. We'll see. Okay. Let's stick with it. Like, sort of, but a lot of these tiles were Sumogiri. Don't forget. It's not just about telegraphing, it's about the, 9 gates chance right here. I didn't want to speak it, but, it is possible that we end up with 9 gates here. They are on it. Okay. Oh, beautiful. That's perfect. That took me a second. But yeah, we'll take second here. Yeah, exactly, Esper. But yeah, the 9 gates chance, I just had to go for it there. And looking at it, there was 1 9 that was in someone's hand, but not the other. So definitely still live, but couldn't get there, which isn't really surprising because it's 9 gates. But we'll start with the second and be completely happy with that. Get right back into it. Oh, I meant to check that guy's hand to see if he was waiting on the white dragon. Oh well. No. Sukansu is the hardest one. That's the 4 cons. Especially with 4 cons like being the limit. If they allowed more cons in the game, it would probably be at least a little bit more likely. But I'm completely fine with not allowing more cons in this game. No, and 9 gates is actually not technically the least common, aside from Sukansu even. Pure 9 gates is, which some clients consider different Yakuman. Let me find the stats real quick. I'm sure I can again. All right, so that's a good draw. Oh, that's an okay draw. Oh, I just noticed we have the door pair here. Not paying enough attention to this hand. There we go. Frequency and probabilities. The least common is 4 cons. Second is 9 gates. Then Kazue Yakuman. Which could be an error with how the data was collected, if I remember correctly from reading this post. That's a good draw. That's very good. So Tenho is actually the next least common from pure 9 gates. And then Dai Sushi, which is your big 4 wins. And then 13-sided Kokushi, and then regular 9 gates. So 9 gates is actually not as rare as you would think it is. Yeah, that's the right word. English sounded weird for a second. You know how it goes. All right, we are Ishanten for Chitoi Dora 2. I should just stop saying that I'm like Ishanten for something. It warns my opponents and they decide to win. I recognize this name. Why do I recognize this name? That must be a very old account. Like I'm sure I've played against this player before. Not sure where though. When you say wide 9 gates, what do you mean? Just to make sure we're on the same page here. Because pure 9 gates is the one that's just north of Sukansu. Yeah, let's kind of hedge towards the Chanta chance here. We have to draw like 3 so 3 so, pretty much. Or 3 so 8 pin to be able to get the Chanta, but it's still possible. If you're interested in reading this, I'll post the, that should post the link. If it doesn't, let me know. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. We'll just take the simple win here, if we can get it. But there is still a world where this ends up as Chanta. Not much more value in it or anything, but... Ooh. Looks like this person might be Chanta as well, though. See, it feels weird to discard this, because if I draw the 6 now, I'm going to be upset. But... still gotta stick with it. Like, I think that there are AIs that will do it. They just don't bother. Because the thing is, too, it's highly dependent on other players' reactions to it. So it's one thing to calculate, like, yes, you have this chance of drawing this sequence of tiles. But you have to worry about, you know, how often you're going to deal in, how often you can play defensively with it, all that sort of thing, too. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we probably take that here. Not necessarily happy about it, but that will Suji trap my weight quite nicely. And then we can discard that. And now we're actually waiting on the weight that he discarded too. Oh, jeez. Take the Sotogawa. Yeah, this is the sort of situation I really shouldn't get myself into, and yet here we are. This could be Itsu then, too. See, this is probably fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So unfortunately, I couldn't hit it a little bit earlier to hit the Dora, too. But, you know, we'll take it. All right, starting Sha. The 6, 7, 8 is always 6, 7, 7, 8 is always kind of a weird shape because you never want to draw the 9 pin. You never want to draw that 7 either. What do we do with this hand now? We need to build another shape, probably. Because this is not likely to resolve well in its current shapes. But I guess if we keep drawing well, it will. But if we hit Tenpai here on our next draw, we'll probably hold off on Riichi. But that's one that makes me want to take it. But it's near the Dora. Let's hold off a minute here. If it wasn't near the Dora, I'd be more likely to take it. Should we break it here? I think we should. I think this is the right play. Because this hand is good enough that we should be able to find something better. If we draw like a 3-so here, we're super sad, but you know. That happens. If we get the 5, then we've got the technically Intotsu weight instead as well, and that'd be a bit better. Just a little bit, just a couple tiles, but it helps a lot. No. I was debating if I wanted to save tile yet or not. I think I still want to play a little bit aggressive. Okay, that's a slight improvement, so we'll take that. Gets rid of the Dorisuji too, which is probably for the best. We'll take any Ryanman Tenpai. And that switches to Tanyao, actually. So now if we can like pawn the 7 pin, we will. But still like, yeah, okay. Ask and you shall receive. Now I've got the 3-sided weight on the right. There we go. See, this game's so easy. So easy when you get amazing hands like that anyway. This is a bunch of Dora. Not a bunch, a couple Dora. And this hand really wants to be Tanyao. Really wants to be Tanyao, really wants to push fast. So I'll probably discard the 9-8 next. Yeah, the bots probably wouldn't like this play. Bots like keeping around this sort of shape. Exactly, Reed. That's all you need to do. I would absolutely cheat the hell out of a 4 or so if it comes out here. I'd probably even take the 3 pin. I don't see a reason not to. I thought Magic was made by Richard Garfield, Esper. Have I been lied to this whole time? Like, I think the company's Wizard of the Coast, so it's their product. Okay, that's fine. Probably discard this 3 next. Still would absolutely cheat the 4-cell. Yes, and we cheat it this way. Okay, I thought someone was going to pawn it for a second. That was going to make me very sad. Hey, Light. Pretty good overall. We got a kind of lucky 2nd place. And now we have this hand, which is a thing that exists. Would love to draw a 4-so or, you know, even better, a 6-so. But we do take that for sure. Just have to take the extra Dora here. It's like kind of greedy, but this player already discarded a 4-so. If they draw another one, they'll probably discard another one. Oh, and we just got 2 more Dora. Holy crap. This is, what, Dora 5? This is an 18,000 point hand if we hit it right now. I would love to smack somebody with this hand. Unfortunate. Drew the wrong side. That's about my reaction, Esper. Sounds about right. Oh, that's another foregone, though. That's not good. But we're still going to keep pushing here. There's 2 4s left somewhere. And we can see 3 of the 5s. Come on, give me that 4. You know you want to push. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this player has like 1 billion games on this account, though, because I'm sure that I know that name. Let me look him up real quick. I'm curious. We're on auto roll anyway, so it's fine. Oh, come on, not again. What is that? Let me see. So this player has been playing... No, that's a relatively recent account. What? Do I know this person from Discord or something? Like, is this one of my chatters? What's going on? Who knows this person? I know I've seen this name before. Yes! Got him! Door 5. Haneman. Awesome. See, this game is so easy. Okay, so now that we're ahead a significant amount, how do we proceed from here? I think we start with the 9 pin. We'll hedge and hold on to these honors for a minute. That's not an honor I have, I just realized. Yeah, we'll cut the ones that have been cut then. We'll cut the Shah next. Yep. Is that what's going on? No. I have no idea where I've seen this name from. Yep, okay, I'm giving up for now. But I know I've seen it. Maybe it's just the last couple streams or so. I don't think Tenho intentionally inserts stutters. I think it's a connection thing. Because we are connecting to Japanese servers, don't forget. Like, it's not like they're exactly close by. I know this name, though. It's going to bother me. But no, to be fair, Toyman completely deserved that one. Because with a con out, you don't discard something that's right next to the original Dora. Right? Like, that's just seems insane to me. Like, that's something where I would shake my head, discard it, and then not be surprised at all when I get blown up. But we will discard this Dora here. We don't really need it. I would pawn either of the pawns I can take. Not the 5, the 3 or the 4. Probably discarding 9. Yeah, like, we're just keeping the Nagashi dream alive right now. That's the biggest thing. Gotta keep dreaming. So honestly, to that point, maybe we don't pawn something. You know what, just for that, until we kill this Nagashi, we will not open our hand. Because for those that don't know, Tenho does require your hand to be closed to claim Nagashi. That's going to get a lot less likely here. Oh, come on. Okay, well, Nagashi's dead, so now we can pawn things, and that does include the 5 now, too. Like, it's technically Suanko chance, but yeah. Unpunished. That 2, though. Hey, I've gotten a Nagashi at a tournament. That means it's got to be easy, right? Especially when you factor in how few tournaments actually use them. I guess it is like one of the more common alterations to the rules in America. I got a Nagashi in a tournament. It was absolutely insane. None of my opponents realized it was happening. Should be fine. We're back to pulling it as Henpai if we get the chance to. If I draw it, okay. I was going to say if I draw it, I'm probably going to Dama. We'll take the Tenpai here. Only 1/7 discarded so far. No, so that tournament, Nagashi, was absolutely insane. Because it was actually a turn 3/6 feels really unsafe, even though I have the 5s. What was I saying? So the dealer Riichi on turn 5, and naturally everyone folded, right? And I just keep drawing terminals and honors and keep discarding terminals and honors. And like discard 7 or so, the Dora came out, and Dora was 1 so. And I was like, this feels doable now. Oh, didn't expect that one. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that was Haite. Not paying enough attention. But I don't think it would have changed my discard there. It might have. I would need to go back and look at it. It's fine though, it was small. It's probably best case scenario, honestly. But anyway, so in round like turn 7 or so, and dealer discarded Dora, I was able to put out a pair of them. And at the end, I made 17 discards, declared the Nagashi, and then I still had 4 more in my hand. So I had drawn 21 terminals and honors at that point. Yes, it would have been a Kokoshi if I could have gone for it, but with the turn 5 Riichi from the dealer, it was never going to happen. I would have dealt in. So it like sort of feels bad, but sort of not, because it was the best case scenario I could have taken. Let's try and push this game along a little bit. I think we cheat here. We'll still need to find one more shape somewhere, though. Sorta. If we pull in the 2s, then this is kind of 2 shapes. Yeah, it's 2 shapes now. Hey, Doodoo, how are you? Okay, that's an improvement, right? Yeah. So now we do that and take this shape. I was going to say because it lets us go for Toy Toy, but it doesn't. I probably should have discarded the 4 now that I'm looking at it. That probably was a mistake. Well, the problem with the 4 discard, though, is it ends on a Shabo instead of a Ryeonmin. So maybe not. Just a weird hand all around. Okay, that's good. So we'll take the Tenpai here. Are you really surprised that Mahjong is evil, though? Like, we've known this for a while now, right? No one who plays this game actually enjoys this game. We're all just masochists. That's an interesting draw. That changed what I was going to do. I was going to drop the 1 there. But I think with that draw, we hold on to it for a minute. Yeah, so you can't come in and say, oh, Mahjong's evil. Like, yeah, we know. It's normal. Like, I should put up a little disclaimer on my stream saying, warning, Mahjong is evil. Watch at your own risk. I'm sure there's some Catholic mom somewhere who would think that, probably. Exactly, Reed. This is a fun shape now, though. I'm a lot more leaning towards discarding that 1 at this point. Yeah. Because this is just Tanya. If I draw like, ideally anyway. If I draw the 7 so, then that could be my pair weight over there. But I don't really want to have a pair weight of 1-4 when 4 is the Dora indicator. And yeah, it's just not great. Well, they're going hard. I would love to be able to cheat into this and just never give them any Manzu again. But I'll just take the second half of that and never give them any Manzu again. So next discards are 5-3. Try to chi this. Guess we have to chi this 6-pin first. That's going to change things, though. Yeah. It turns out the 6 would have dealt in. So yeah, like I expected. Never give him another tile there at that point. Probably shouldn't have discarded the West, but it's very marginal. Yeah, we take that for sure. Reason we don't discard the West there is because we like this hand, right? Oh, nice. Congratulations. Discard that now, so there's no suspicion of why we held on to it after discarding the 1. Just looks like we could have pinch on. So much more normal than holding it and having weird things happen. No, I got the only Mahjong Soul character that I will ever use a very, very long time ago. And you can't get her anymore. So now I've got like that going for me as well. But that would require that I like sign in and actually use the account at some point, which, you know, doesn't really happen. Oh, jeez. That is an insane hand that quickly. And discarded 1/2 pin on that? What in the hell was that? I need to go back and look at that hand. Jeez. I've got a couple things to review in games now. That's insane. This hand is insane too. Like, what is going on with this Hanchan? The Haipai have been obscenely good. And there's a pair. Like, we just cut this, right? It's not perfect by any means. We'd much rather have a Tanyao hand here. This could become Pinfu, though. So I think the 1 is the right discard here. Draw the 7, discard the 6, Dama Pinfu. If we draw the 9, we'd probably go ahead and switch to it because we can open for the Itsu at that point. And if we draw the 4, we definitely switch to that instead. 1 is Dora. 2 is Tanyao. We can even chi the 4 here. Yeah. I would chi a 4 with this hand. This 4, that is, not this 4. Because, you know, normally swap calling is not possible, right? But if we chi 4, 5, 6, we can discard 1 still. So it's sort of a swap call, except not. But it works out pretty well for our hand shape.
Riichi.
That doesn't work out so well, but why are they reaching here? What do they have? Like, it's probably just safest to full fold here, right? It's gotta be. Yeah, it's just full fold. It's fine. You got this, buddy. Get him. Person that I know your name and have no idea where from. Yeah, there's a lot of good cheese to take that you want to look for. Like at this point, we could just try to Sakigiri, right? We can deal into Hanemon and be fine. Okay, no need to. That should be a first, unless something insane happens right here. Nope. And they sumo themselves into last. Unfortunate for them, but we will take our win and be completely happy with it. I think this is the first time in a while we have had our game start out with a winning record, which does not bode well for the rest of the stream, let me tell you. But we'll get right back into it. Oh, wait. Okay, didn't fire. I remembered I was going to review some stuff. So, one thing was, what in the hell was this? Wow. So actually just Ishanten. This could have been a double reach. That's crazy. Draws the south instead. Like here you almost just discard the 2, but no. Like it's... Yeah, this could have been a double reach Honitsu hand. Could have been a Hanemon easily. Absolutely crazy. And then I wanted to check this game too. Can't remember which hand it was. This one will take a little bit longer. No, it wasn't this one. This player dealt in their Neko J. This is probably this one. Oh, it was just a Junchan. Okay. I didn't notice that one. That one really threw me off with the early 1-9. I didn't expect that. So then whites were over here then. Okay, good to know. Good to know what my opponents are thinking sometimes. Because I like to pretend I always do, but that's definitely not the case. This is the winning stream. Okay, sounds good. I moved the window. What did I move? Let me see. Window's looking fine on my end. Oh, yeah. Replay. Yep. Is the replay different size? I didn't never notice that. If that's the case, I'll need to come up with a scene just for replays, which is doable. That's pretty easy to do, honestly. I'd love to draw a Forso here. I would accept the white dragon. That's fine too. It's sort of a like pseudo safety thing. Like the 9-mon is never. I'm never gonna be happy with the 9-mon in this hand. So we discard that and keep the north in case of like a double reach or something. Just because the double reach is a bit less likely to be waiting on the north. It's fine. So it's a minor thing. It's something I've kind of slanted towards a bit more. And honestly, I need to go back and do like a revamp of one of my first videos ever. The one that went like super viral about like early game discards, because my thoughts on that have evolved so much since I made that video. It's unbelievable. Okay. It's kind of awkward drawing tiles like this one. So many of the pwnable tiles have come out. That's beautiful. Oh, that's not beautiful. Come on. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's something I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it, honestly. I'm thinking about doing it like podcast style with someone, because there's a couple topics I just want to kind of talk openly about. So I think podcast would be a decent way to do that, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm trying to figure out what that looks like. Okay, just one door here. I'm probably going to pass on the first Hatsu, honestly. I don't think there's a reason to force it too quickly. And this hand might end up on Pinfu, too. Don't think I need this 8, though. Yeah. The 8 is just going to get in the way of actually accepting the Dora. Eight and then 7. You had it backwards. Let's lock in the pair here, because this makes the hand so much better. So at this point, I can absolutely pawn the Hatsu now if it comes out. I'm not going to wait on anything. And then whether we need safety or efficiency will determine whether we discard the 6 or the 7. But that solves that, actually. So here we cut this. Accepting any pawns here. Of course. That's just how it goes, right? We probably even go ahead and take this. It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. But the 6 should be safe then. With the 5 coming out. So I think we take it. We really need this Hatsu though. Of course. Okay, this is the bad luck game. We didn't deal in at least. So this hand has 4 pairs now. Be careful about finishing that sentence. Okay, that's fine. I shouldn't be too tied to my milkshakes. I'm like, I'm nominally trying to lose weight. I'm not actually trying, but I'm telling people I'm trying to get out of eating things I don't want to eat or like don't want to try. I should like actually try to lose weight. So you can have all the milkshakes here. Oh, looks like we're on another potential Nagashi attempt here. I have been hydrating Esper, haven't I? You see me look quite often. My posture is like not terrible. I appreciate it though. One of the things that I'm doing right now is I'm sitting like on my left leg a lot, which I probably shouldn't be. So I appreciate it. Yeah, clawing your way out of fourth is a tough one to say the least. This isn't a deep fourth yet, so this isn't terrible. But it'll still take some clawing. Or pecking, as the case may be. It's so sad to have to pass that sort of thing. Yeah, I hear that, Esper. Jeez, what are these draws, though? Absolutely. That's the best skill you can learn in Mahjong, honestly. It is what it is a very powerful phrase. It undoes some of the curse of Mahjong. Just keep drawing pairs. Okay, that gives us a Dora. I really need to start folding right now. Okay. I guess I don't. That's rough, buddy. We're in a bit less risk of getting fourth now, so that's good to know. Crash out mode 24/7. Is that you, Reed? Is that why you're angry all the time? Would I take a Riichi, given the opportunity? Don't think I want that bird, unfortunately. I need to keep this 3 around to try to upgrade the 9/7 shape. But that's more efficiency. So that's probably fine to take here.
Riichi.
Jeez. Of course I just discarded the only safe tile I was going to have here. Please skip my turn again. I would appreciate it. Just go Hadakatanki here. No? Okay. Well, we got a safe tile at least. That's something. We probably just keep going on the safe tiles here. Especially with, you know, Dora 3 over here. Because Dora 3 is going to push into this dealer hand so hard. Because they want to hit that the dealer as hard as they can here. Ah, unfortunate. That is going to make it harder for this player to crawl out of last. And this hand is not bad. This is another situation where we drop the 6 first, because the 6 is so, or sorry, this 9 is so bad when the 6 is right there. I just glanced over and saw spleen of the tiles. What's going on? Oh, okay. Took me a second, but I get it now. We're good. Spleen of the tiles. I need to put that into like one of those art AIs now and see what it comes up with. But I have a feeling it'll be terrifying. Let's see. I think it's fine to keep the 6 for now. I want to be able to accept Dora, especially like the Aka 5. Oh, that's not exciting. Oh no, it's being generated still. Never mind. Okay. That actually is kind of exciting. So I can discard red here. I can still chi into Tempai just fine. Oh. I guess I can't chi into Tempai just fine. Well, that's one way this person could claw out a last. They're not quite there yet, but that makes this game a lot harder. Yeah, I'm okay with committing to the Honitsu here. It's not an ideal commitment. It's a slightly abusive relationship, but, you know. I'll still go for the Honitsu here. No, well, I guess that ruins that. Don't discard Ryeonmin, right? We'll hedge a little bit towards a regular hand for a second. Okay, so those are the only ones that have been cut. Now the west's been cut too, so we'll cut that first. Then we'll reevaluate based on what we draw in between now and then. No. Yeah, maybe committing to the Honitsu was a little bit too much there. Jeez. Okay, fine. Like, we just discard the 7 because it's so bad with this hand still. I don't see a reason not to keep the chance for it going here. Yeah, okay. Fine. I said 7 was bad and we drew the right side of it. Oh, what? Okay. Alright, so where are we at here? We are right here. Right now. Yeah, like we hedge towards the Honitsu here again. Ideally draw Norther and Hatsu here. I don't think I can pawn that just yet, though. I need to find something. Okay. I think Honitsu is one of the ways we come back here, so I'm okay with it at this point. We don't need to pawn the 1, we need to chi a 1 with this hand. We would chi a 2 as well at this point. A little bit late for Chinitsu. Sorry, just looked over to see it. Okay. That's pretty good, honestly. We can't pawn the 1 anymore. We could chi a 4 and be completely fine with that. We still love a 2. 6 is beautiful. I have no problem with any of this. Okay, is this Tenpai? Oh, not quite. We have quite a few draws. Okay, so I don't have to make that decision. It probably would have been Chi and to discard 1 mon there. I definitely would have had to push there, for sure. Yeah, it's unfortunate when I try to call my draws and get them wrong, and then draw worse tiles. So disappointing. Hedging slightly towards Chanta. There's a chance that this is like a 3,900 point hand. We're going to get massively punished here for sure. Yeah, that's fair. That happens to a lot of people with Mahjong, honestly. Okay, so we discard this. This is the Sanshoku chance that we're keeping around here, not the Chanta. See, I've been thinking about that, and I think there's something there in Mahjong. Like, if you play completely predictably, it's got to be bad, right? I don't know. So I feel like you need to have a little bit of variance in your play. I'm trying to figure out exactly how much variance that's supposed to be. Also, that's terrifying. There's 61,000. They just discarded a Dora, so they're probably Dama 10 for something again. If we can cheat this 8, we'll discard 4, 6. Try to get a couple more points here. Yeah, they were Dama. I was right. Is that enough for me to overtake? It is. We are in second right now somehow. Not sure exactly how this happened. But we could do absolutely nothing and win here, maybe. Luckily, I hadn't gotten too attached to that hand yet. Yeah, that's fair. Of course. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I think it's more beneficial in games where you play with the same people a lot than anything else. But I think I'm a volatile enough player as it is that, I throw a Riichi out, people don't know what to expect. It could be a bad weight Riichi no me, it could be a sound Baimon, right? Like I run the whole gamut with my play. For better or worse. I mean, that's straightening up. That could become the Itsu here. Need 3, 4, and a pair. That's not the right side. If we draw the 3, we discard the 4 here. If we draw the 7, like pretty much we just always discard this 4 unless we improve right now. We've probably got to take the better pin food chance here. I mean, the thing is, Reed, a lot of times it is fine. Like, I take the good bad weight reach nomies. If that makes sense. I think it made sense. So it's really just about what the rest of the hand is. We take the wider weight here, though. So more likely to end up on bad weight here, but there's just so many more tiles you can draw with this situation. And we take that instead, I think. No, that's worse. Math is hard. Whoever introduced math in Mahjong was a sadist. Okay, that we take, right? Because we wait on the same number of tiles here. It's safe against the dealer, and we get the pair opportunity. That, I think. Yeah. It's going to feel bad if we draw the 3 now, but I think it's fine. I think I bungled this hand. Like, this is strange right now. I will chain to Tenpai.
Riichi.
Why are you reaching? You don't need to Riichi. This has to be a trap weight, right? Like, I'm tempted to try to deal into it just to kind of prove it here. This has to deal in. There's no way this doesn't deal in. Okay, it deals into someone else. Of course. Okay, so we are down 2,700 points to the next player. So we need 2,700 points to make that up. It's hard for us to end the game in 4th here. Yeah, it was just unfortunate that they dealt their, or not dealt, they switched their weight into it right then. But it's fine. Yeah, that was a really weird Riichi. That's another one I want to go back and look at if I remember to here. I need to make up 2,700 points. So this person needs to slow the hell down. Unless they're going to hit this person super hard for me. That just made it a lot more likely that that happens, to be fair. I think we're still just staying the course. Yeah, definitely staying the course now. Like, I want to discard 1-3. Right? Is this a 1-3 drop? They're just going fast here. Like, I don't want to deal into the dealer here. It'd be very bad to do. So I'm going to switch around a little bit to here. And possibly try to open this hand. Does this open here? It does, right? I think this is fine. The only scary thing is there's not many 4s left, but we have the value that we need. So I think we have to push it. Or we can just miss by 100 points. Oh, well, that's fine. After all that BS that player was doing, I am completely fine with where that came up. So let's go back. I want to look at what that player decided to Riichi here and see if I believe they were right or not. What hand was that? Was that like there? I think it was here, right? No, not here. It's this one. No. Because Toyman dealt in, right? Or am I crazy? No, I dealt in. What am I talking about? It was this hand. Obviously. Okay, so they Riichi'd. Waiting on 6-9. Like, why do you Riichi here? It just feels like the worst Riichi ever. I think they're just trying to end the game probably. Trying to inflate the score to be able to hit this person. I hate this Riichi though. Like this is a terrible Riichi. Like at this point, this far ahead, you're fine with just passing the deal. So why would you reach there? Yeah. That's enough of that though. We are back to here. Yeah, but you don't want to deal into the dealer there because that could end very badly if it's anything other than just a Nomi hand. Because like if they have a Mangan, game ends and I take fourth. So you don't really want that either. Okay, good starting hand. 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku. Very real possibility. And that's enough shapes too, so I can actually discard this 8 if I want to. Might be a little bit preemptive just now, but I think we do it pretty much next, right? Yeah, it was a pretty back and forth game there, that's for sure. So I'll keep the 5 here for a minute. It's not ideal for much, but you know, there's enough other tiles that we could get because of it. It's probably worth holding on to. I'll just be very sad if I make it to 10 by drawing no 4s with this hand. 4-mon, that is. Okay, it heard me. We'll take the perfect Ishan 10.
Home.
Not the best draw, but we will not complain too much with the Dora 2 Riichi. Like, you definitely have to slam those, especially as dealer.
Chi.
Yes, exactly, Esper. So it'd be interesting to see if this chi was a I don't want to deal into a Patsu chi, or if it's a I'm going to push this hand chi. Yeah, like we don't complain about these hands, right? We complain when we don't win them. But that's about it. I will take hands like this any day of the week. Obviously, it's better if it's Tanyao, it's better if it's Pinfu, it's better if it has more Dora, whatever. It's better if it's Sanshoku. But your hand can always be better, right? You don't want to dwell on that too much. Otherwise, you're going to be doing that and nothing else. Oh yeah, no, like it makes sense sometimes. You shouldn't do it as often as people choose to, though. People definitely do it more often than they should. Nice. Okay. And we take an early lead this game. And we get the Mangan. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. And this is another pretty good starting hand. Okay. So yeah, whoever was asking, this is another case where this 9 is just so weak in the context of this hand that it makes sense to discard it over the south. And we are around Shanten already. Exactly. I am the ultimate trickster gremlin. I am the youngest sibling in my family. So naturally, I always had to torment the older sisters. Okay, that's an improvement. We keep this here and hope to draw 1 3-pin. I think that's the way to go. I just got pinged. Okay. Someone's pinging me in Discord. Now I remember why I had streamer mode on. I forgot that Discord makes sounds sometimes, you know? Let's see where there's streamer mode. Okay. Sounds are back off. That is unfortunate. This is not the draw we wanted. So let's do this and see if we can Karagiri and make people forget that we are totally Sudi trapped on the 3. Or even better yet, just draw an actual good weight. I mean, you gotta take the Dora. We Riichi Dora too on this channel. Even if it's this absolutely terrible Dora too. Because sometimes you get it. Imagine if I drew it there though. That would have been beautiful. Yeah, you know me. I will absolutely slam it. I have played too much Shugi in my life to not slam a Riichi on this sort of thing. Dama-10 Mahjong. See, that 4 would have been a good draw, to be fair. I would have taken that over the 5-pin, but we're fine. Oh yeah, absolutely. Taking this hand from 1 Dora to 2 Dora is such a big jump up. Like, this is an 8,000 point hand now. So you absolutely Riichi this. The goal is to sumo and get the Mangan instead, but you know. If this was Chi-Toy, someone would reach it, right? Especially with this bot auto-discarding over here. There's half the Suji trap. 7 tiles to go. Oh, and that would have been the sumo on the 4. There's the other half of the Suji trap. Unfortunately, there's not enough tiles left in the wall for someone to get Suji trapped. There's the rest of the 5s. Okay. They're probably just as sad to see this. Ooh, that's a wind pair. We like those. See, the difficult thing here is if we let our deal pass, the player across from us is at a pretty reasonable advantage in the hands after. Thank you, Kaiser. I know I shouldn't swear on stream. Okay. That's a good draw. It's a very good draw. It helps us resolve a lot of these pairs, brings us closer to Suanko, you know, the whole 9 yards. I will start pawning. See, when I said Suanko, I was joking, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind it. Like, I still have to pawn something here if it comes out. But, you know, I'm going to drop this door while I can. The door is not going to do too much for us here because this is a Mangan already, in most cases. Yeah, like I said, I'll be very happy with a pawn. I'll be happier if I start drawing more tiles that are the right tiles. Those aren't the right tiles, though. I only play Hanchan on stream, Kaiser. Pretty much only play Hanchan in general. Ah, that's unfortunate. Here we the open situation, yeah. That's so panda. Okay. So nobody panic. But technically I am Ishanten for Suanko. So I'm going to absolutely push this hand to the absolute limit. But I do still have to pawn if someone throws my tile. Just be aware of that. I will do that without a second thought if the tile comes out. Not that one. We don't con here. No cons on this channel. Ah, okay, fine. We gotta. We would have drawn the 10 by 2. Oh, that's ridiculous. We would have drawn the 10 by there, but this ends the game, so it's completely fine here. Okay, I'm curious. I'm going to go in and look to see if I would have gotten that Suanko here. Like, we're completely happy with that outcome, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I gotta know. Oops. Wait, which one? That one wall? No. That one's wall. Okay. So, if we hadn't... Oops, not quite there yet. Okay, so right here. If we hadn't taken this pawn, we would have drawn this 2. We would have drawn 1, 5, 1, 9. That would have been the Suanko Sumo. Right there. Right? Yeah. It was there. It was in the wall. But we couldn't take it. That's so sad. And like this 2 probably would have come out first too. I don't know if I Riichi'd, maybe not. But yeah, then Suanko did exist in this case. We just didn't believe in it. Oh well. Yeah, like we had to do that, right? Like there's no option there. You absolutely have to take those. Let me update this here. All right. Pretty decent record this stream so far. Which is good because my stats were lacking. Like it was so rough. Like I had a freaking 26% win rate on hands with 13% deal in. And it was not looking like it if you looked at the stats. So this will probably help out a little bit at least. We don't need a south yet. We don't need a south yet. Thank you very much. At least now we don't have to click that annoying button for pawns in a while. Yeah, Esper sounds about right. Oh, Panda, I just saw your message in Discord. That makes sense. I didn't realize that PY Style was a client for this sort of thing. I'm pretty sure I've heard of it before. I just hadn't, noticed it. Yeah, let's go ahead and cut that here. I probably should have cut the tone over it. Because, like, as nice as double tone is, probably still better to have a pair of Dora Dragon. Just playing too quickly sometimes. Good lord. Is this going to be the Nagashi? That's the real question. Like, we do still have 5 Nagashi tiles. We are through the second row on Nagashi right now. But we still need, what, 4 more on average? That's one missed opportunity. Like, we have nothing else to go for here, so we might as well cut the 1 pin. It's unfortunate that that hung for so long. That means this 9 is a lot more likely to get cheed. Because it could be a Honitsu by the look of it. See, yeah, the hand is just so bad. I'm fine with this here. White dragon before someone's name. What? What are we talking about? Why the white dragon before? Oh, right. Um, it's because it was once cut, if I remember correctly. All right, need a few more draws here to be able to make it to the Nagashi, but that is our only reasonable chance of getting points with this hand. So we do discard the 9-pin next, which also happens to be the efficient discard. Yeah, not likely to happen here. It's probably at the point where I have to chi a tile if I can. No, we're staying alive. We don't pawn that here, I don't think. Glad someone's paying attention to my draws, Esper. Okay, yeah, that's no good. This 2 is safe though, so we'll take that. We will chi into Tempai here if we get the chance to. If we get the 9 or the 6. Only 1 9 left though. And that makes sense because 6 is better anyway. I don't think any pawns make sense yet. We do have to figure out if we want to discard this or not. It doesn't look bad by any means. Why is there a hang on that? That's Tempai. We gotta take the Tempai. Like, there's just no choice there. We take that Tempai, for sure. Come on, give me a 6. No, okay. They could have given me a 6. A 6 was an option. Like, that 4 has to be the worst option of what they picked, right? That looked really bad there. Okay, and we are... Are we forcing the Honitsu? Do we pawn the south? We might here. We'll hedge a little bit first. Orphans? What? I'd never do orphans with less than a 10 start. Unfortunate, these draws. Hey, Dark Angel. I've been good. How about you?
Chi. Home.
But yeah, no, if you get the button that lets you restart the game, you have a minimum 3% chance of making the hand. To me, 3% isn't really enough to do it. I'll usually take the abort there. But if you have 10 unique, then I just think it's worth it.
Chi.
Besides, if you don't go for Kokushi, you can go for Nagashi instead. And like, I was joking, but maybe, just maybe, it'll happen. Yeah, it's a terrible game. I don't know why we play it. Okay, that's fine.
Chi.
This is less fine. What is this hand? Like, I don't really understand what this person's doing. Is it just Chanta?
Long.
It's not even Chanta. Okay, sure. Yeah, but Nagashi is more likely than Kogashi in a lot of situations. This is not a bad hand at all. Let's just draw perfect tiles while we're at it. Round Shanten. There's cases where this ends up as Pinfu still. Jeez. Um, yeah, so Ishanten technically. Sure. Ishanten. But there's some problems with Ishanten. Oh yeah, now I remember. Wyatt. I know I've seen your name somewhere before. I think it might have been in DMs or something. But yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, the client that I stream with right now won't let me multi-stream to Twitch, oddly enough. That's unfortunate. Like, I really wanted to push this hand. What do I do now? I think we just sadly cut the 7-pin. Yeah, it's not great here. I don't have a lot of options for safety. They just cut the 9. You're never going to let me forget that one, are you? This is such a weird hand. I'm playing it so weirdly, too. Okay, that's an improvement then. So, oh god, what is this? I think it's just this here. And that is 3 of the 4s, 2 of the 7s, 2 of the 6s. We're gonna have to fold into this guy instead. Yeah, we don't push this. Not against the dealer Riichi for sure. Jeez. So many pings. I know exactly what I did.
Sumo.
Dealer sumo is the worst outcome there. No, or at least that's something. Okay, another pretty decent starting hand. Also still has a way to go, though. Yeah, I'm debating right now because I switched over to Prism for my streaming platform. It's something I've used before, did pretty well with it. But apparently they have a subscription thing now to do the same output stream to 2 different locations. So like if I have 2 horizontal streams, like this one you're probably watching now, to 2 different locations like YouTube and Twitch. But I don't know. Like I think if I go back to OBS, I could do it without a problem. But I switched to this because OBS was giving me some issues too. It's just so much easier to do horizontal and vertical on Prism. It's all native. You don't have to do any add-ons or anything like you do for OBS.
Each.
Jeez. Give me a chance, people. Come on. Oh, don't you do it. Okay. That worried me for a second. Yeah, reading is definitely an important part of learning this game, I think. Assuming you really want to get a lot better.
Each. Long.
Okay. One less thing to worry about here. And we are in a solid 3rd place right now. This hand is over. Game is certainly not. What are these hands right now? Like, So I always loved the shapes, and then there's too many honors. Like, the shapes are beautiful with this hand, though. Like, this is Sanshoku chance, this is all sorts of things. But, okay, there's the Sanshoku chance. And now, oh, that was wrong. I should discard the green, because if I draw a pair, I'd rather draw the south. Could I just pair the 8 or the 6? That'd be too much to ask. I'll just make it uninvisible, Esper. It's in the settings. Okay. That's not actually a very ideal draw here. But I think you just take it here anyway. That's not great. Like, I would take a 1-pin draw and Dama, probably. Like, I think I just do this, honestly. Like, this gives up the 7 to Tempai, but it sets a very strong Suji trap. So once cut terminal Suji trap. And we still keep the Aka draw back. Okay, that's good too. The only downside here is it looks like my weight is in Sozu now. Ugh. Do we have to do that here? Yeah, we'll see. Like, honestly, I'll take pretty much any Tempai here. Wait, what's that do? It's 2-sided now. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits Tempai and Sozu. Okay.
Riichi.
We still gotta take it here.
Dong.
Yeah, there was nothing to do there. Why don't you Riichi that hand? Guys, Riichi pin Fudora 1. Every time. No second thought. Always Riichi that. And like, not always, but if you're not winning the game and it's still East round, you should do that. Yeah, like it is what it is, a light. You still just take that every time. The problem with discarding the Forso is that it was only a 2-sided weight instead of the 3-sided I was taking. So, you know, it's fine. Yeah, it makes me unreasonably angry when I see people Dama 10, that kind of hand. Like, it tilts me more than anything my hand can do to me, honestly. Like, Riichi those hands. I still would have dealt in. You still would have gotten more points. Probably. Asterisk. Okay, that's a good draw. So now we draw the Aka 5 so and everything is kosher. We're good to go. Exactly, Dudu. How can people resist on this game? Okay. So best draw is the 5 so. I would accept a... No, I wouldn't accept that. Never mind. I would accept a 6 so. And be completely fine with it. 4 pins, a decent upgrade. Really should drop this one sooner rather than later, I think. That does help upgrade shapes, so we keep that 9. If we draw the 8, then we can discard the 3. Oh, jeez. Please, of course. 789. Excuse me.
Chi.
I would love to draw the 5 cell. I would slam Riichi immediately. That's a less good draw. It's still probably an improvement because it has the chance for the Tanyao on the 4-pin draw. So I will hold on to it. I'm not happy about it.
Home.
Yeah. Like, I want to draw. If I draw the 8, I can discard the 3, potentially.
Chi.
That kind of leaves a weird shape over here. Oh, God, we can't push into this, right? I mean, I'm going to, but I can't. Like, the 5-pin looks fine with all the 2s in the discard and the 6s here. But, I don't know. Toyman discarded the 3 not too long ago.
Chi.
And they're the person I really don't want to deal into.
Chi.
I don't think I'd pawn that here, no. I probably would chi the 5, so it's fine. What am I calling here, if anything? Do I pawn 2 so if it comes out? I think so. 7 is good, but can I discard? 8 is good, but can I discard a 7? I think I can. Yeah, it looks fine with all the tiles I could see. And now I can theoretically pawn either the 2 or the 4 into Tempai, but I cannot discard the 6. There's no way. Does that change anything? I don't think so. So I think I can only really discard pawn the 2 into Tempai. There's only one of them left. Okay, completely safe. Yeah, not Tempai. Deal in. Oh, of course, it's the last 2. So waiting on, yeah, so 6 was super dangerous there, even if it didn't deal in. Yeah, there's just no way the 6 was coming out there. Okay, once again, we have some shapes I really don't like, and then some shapes we really do like this Dora pair right here. Oh yeah, no, Dama's not dirty and underhanded. Like some people might say it is, but they're dumb. People are dumb in general, honestly. Like all the... So like, let me qualify that a little bit. So there's a lot of convention with Mahjong, right? And a lot of it is based on, you know, honor, whatever, where there's certain table etiquette, certain things you do at the table, certain things you don't do. I think that stuff makes sense. Like, it makes the game a lot more enjoyable to play in person when everyone is following the same societal rules, right? But the stuff that people say that, like, you know, like you said, underhanded to Dama, or shouldn't do this sort of thing with your hand, or whatever. There's just so many things like that that are so ridiculous to me. It's unbelievable. So the way that I see it, if you can win a game of Mahjong from doing something, you should do it. As long as it doesn't take from outside the game. Know what I mean? Like, it's... Yeah, there's definitely plenty of uses for it.
Riichi.
Oh, I need to get my skill issue fan. I don't have one up here. Okay, so unfortunately, before I even get all the bad tiles out of my hand, we have a player who Riichi'd. That pause gets me every time in Tenho. This 2 should be safe. But I don't want to risk it. I think it's better to just do this.
Sumo.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. And I would have gotten trapped too. This is the 2 I was talking about over here. Okay, so the iron fold paid off. Yeah, there's enough doubt in my mind about it, and so worked out. 3 pairs. Not a great hand shape overall. Some decent center tiles, though. Okay. If I'm going to fill something, I'd rather not fill the Ryeonmin, but, you know, it's fine. I'd fill, like, the Kanchan right here. 258, if I read it correctly. Oh, God, I moved way too fast with that one. I should have held that. The pause tells me that someone has a Dora pair. Yeah, I think it was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Manzu in their hand. This is redundant. But yeah, that's one situation where if you've seen the Sotogawa video, Sotogawa fails, right? So the 3-7 discard off of a 2-5-8 weight like that is very, very tricky. So sometimes you have to watch out for that. Like this player, just from that alone, makes me think this player is pretty decent. But we can't say for sure, obviously. We've never met them. All we know about them is they're a 3rd Dan with a rating of below 1800. So, you know, opinions there. Oh yeah, I pretty much always Dama Mangan and higher. My favorite hand of Dama is Pin Fudora 3. It's just such a mean hand.
Home.
Excuse me. Okay, that's a fantastic draw, though. We like filling the Kanchans. If we draw like a 6 here, we can discard 9, 4, and be in a pretty good spot. But obviously not happening just yet. I do want to discard this Manzu. They're hard forcing a flush over here by the look of it. It's not bad. It doesn't really improve much either. We'll accept that. This does put us in Ishanten. Obviously, best draw is 6-mon. But we'll take the bad draws here. I think as dealer, I just have to slam this one.
Home. Long.
Of course. Of course they have 3 6s. Okay. No worries. Not worried yet. We're not in 4th just yet. I think we pass one of these. So I would still like to get up into 2nd if I can. It's not out of reach. But keeping a Dama hand, or not Dama hand, a closed hand is one of the ways that I'm going to get there. Like, I don't even know if I want this north if it comes out a second time. Now I probably do, because that one is another pair. So we probably do take it if it comes out here. It's for hand value, doo-doo. So like I was just rambling a little bit about, I want to try to come back and take second still, but I'm 16,000 points down. So if I just randomly take the pawn, win 1,000 or 2,000 points, that's not going to get there. So I want to let the hand develop a little bit and kind of see where it's going before I make that decision to commit to the pawn. It's one thing that you'll pick up a lot as you play a lot more, like
Eat.
Sitting and waiting on hands is underrated by a lot of players. Just because you can call something doesn't mean you need to. Honors get called more often, but especially things like cheese and whatnot. It makes sense to wait a lot of times until your hand really develops and you can see what all the shapes are going to look like. One decent rule of thumb if you want to try to practice that. If you can't see what your final shape is, don't call. And it's a little bit extreme, a little bit on the extreme side, rather. But I think it's a good rule of thumb for trying to get into that frame of mind. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's just if you start pulling too early, then you actually lose some efficiency.
Don't.
That's not good. Well, that might be good. I'm ambivalent about that one. So this puts us in fourth, but it pulls second closer. So let's see. This is Dora 2. We probably have to open this one. Doesn't get much better than this. If we win two 3,900 point hands, that will get us second. So yeah. We're opening this hand if we get the chance to. So pattern is going to be discard the 1, discard the 9, probably. That doesn't really change anything. Yeah. Our shapes are good enough that we don't need the 1, 2.
Boom.
If we can get the 4 here, that would be an amazing pawn. We would love that. I think we hedge for safety here. Because we have all our shapes, right? We have the 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes with 1 open. I think we're just going as fast as we can here, though. Because it's not just, win 2 3,900 back-to-back, get second. If we get 1 3,900 rolling against either of these players, it gets us out of last. And that's a big benefit. Okay. A little bit unfortunate. Pulling the Dora might be out of the question now. It's not super likely someone would discard it, but,
Gee.
Okay, so unfortunately half this weight died already. But on the bright side, that means we can switch to a shanpon if we get it, if we draw 4 or 5. Which lets us wait on the Dora as well.
Eat.
Ugh, I hope someone discards what I need, because it's safe against this player. Yeah, this is a nightmare scenario. Like, we have to push here. We don't have a choice. Don't hurt me. Oh, Lord. Okay. That was more than a little terrifying. So it's this player that's waiting on.
Don't.
Okay. So that's good for us, right? That gets us back out of fourth. But then, like I was saying before, now this puts second out of reach. So it's a little. I'm very ambivalent, but you know, it's fine. It's Mahjong. Okay. So at this point, I want to close the game quickly because this player is just completely out of reach here. So I will take the pawn on the Shah here. I'm glad, Dudo. Hmm. Like, it's just one of those situations where, like, that's how you bust, right? Like, you have to make that discard, you have to push that hand, but God, it feels so bad when someone hurts you. Okay, so now if we pawn the west, we can discard the eights. I think that's the next cut. Yeah, seems like. We just want to close this game out quickly if we can. There's a world where we end up like smacking Toyman. Oh, that changes things though. We'll hedge a little bit. I don't like doing this, but I think it's fine here. I don't like six block theory. Okay. So now what? Now we got one pin, one pin. Yeah, I think this is right. Oh, this loses a pin for chance though. Maybe this wasn't right. Yeah, that was a hard position. I'm not sure what's best. Like, realistically, I'm not gonna really make much out of this hand. So I think this is fine. Like, do we even reach a pinfu here? I don't think we do. It's a little bit unfortunate that this 7-8 is dying. But now we can drop it here. I think this is fine. A little bit weird, maybe. But I think it's fine. There's actually a world where we end up in Honitsu from here. I don't think we can pawn that, though. Oh, you know? Oh, no, okay. Their Nagashu was already broken. I have not seen Tohai. I don't really watch much anime. We take the safe discard here. I don't like this 6, and naturally I draw it after discarding 7-8. But, you know. I do think we take this, though. I need to hit Tenpai here. Because if I don't hit Tenpai, if I'm the only one not Tenpai, then this person is laughing.
Don't.
That's fine, though. This is a pretty good hand. Pinfu Tanyao Dora chance. Sometimes it ends up Sanshoku. Not often, though. That's fine, though. Even Tanyao Sanshoku reach, or not Tanyao Sanshoku, Tanyao Dora reach would be fine.
Home.
But again, do I even reach there now that I'm looking at it? Now this is potential Sanshoku. Need some things to go right here. If my hand's quick enough, I will Riichi. Because it gives me the chance to hit Toyman. Yeah, I've seen a couple anime, but it's not something I really seek out anymore. Itsu is a better chance than... Itsu has a better chance than Sanshoku with this hand. Because the fours really want to be the pair there, I think. I have never played the Yakuza games either. I appreciate the attempt, though. Do we just want to go quick here? I think it's fine. I don't like it. It's not ideal. But I don't think I'm going to be coming back and hitting Toyman. Just have to assume they know how to defend. That is better than this. Yes. Yeah. I'm a little worried I'm going to deal into Toyman, though. Okay, the 5 doesn't deal in, at least not right now. So that's something.
Home.
Yep, so we got to take that there. We're all in. Like at this point, just pads the score so a 7,700 point hand doesn't overtake us. If we win this.
Don't.
I knew there was some danger somewhere. I just couldn't quite place where. Okay, so we're still in kind of that same position. 7,700 doesn't overtake us. So we're okay with this. Decent starting hand. A couple too many pairs, but you know, it's fine. We can always discard them. Unless we get shapes that like lock them in like this. I guess we can draw a 4-pin here, just fine. Yeah, I do like this hand. There's a lot of flexibility, different directions to go here. Particularly like it for the potential to Dama as well. Oh yeah, no, I completely understand. Like I played before the Yakuza games were big in America. So the timing is just a little weird. I'm just a bit older than a lot of you guys. What do I do with this? I think I cut this here with the plan to cut the 3-pin. I think that's the best. Like, technically, it's not what the bots would say. It technically steps back a Shanten, I think. Or does it? No, it doesn't even do that. Yeah, I think that's fine. Still outs for Itsu. Here we lock this pair. Yeah. Best draw 6-mon by far. I would love to be able to cut the 7-mon right now. So we'd have to Hanuman direct to be able to overtake Toyman. And that's pretty much not going to happen. Unless they Riichi. So we take that here. Drawing an 8, we can potentially cut this 5. But it's a bit risky. Yeah, I don't like this situation. If I drew a 4-mon and I had to discard 9/9, I'd be completely fine with that. Like, I don't want to discard this 5 or the 7. I don't think I'm at the point where I have to be Tenpai. But it would be very nice to be. I guess we'll take the one that's Suji to the dealer. Yeah, I think we have to try to be Tenpai here if we can. It's just way better if we can.
Chi.
I don't like this 2. Okay. I was concerned about this 4 for some reason. I think this is a situation where everyone's Tenpai again. Except for maybe this player. This feels a bit more defensive. Ugh. We go again. Alright. Still got a bit of a lead on him. This is just the theme for the hands right now. Like, this is beautiful. And then we have so many of these. We open this hand if we can. We're able to open it on a 4-mon discard, and I think that's it. See, this is the hand that could Dama Hanuman and direct hit Toyman. Potentially. How does this hit Hanuman? Like right now, it's not looking too promising as far as Hanuman level goes. So we need what? We'd need to reach for Hanuman, I think. Well, Itsu though. So if we get Itsu Dora 3, that's not enough. Itsu Pinfu Dora 3? We'd have to have them discard exactly a Dora though. Ugh, this is bad. I think the 9's safest with the Sotogawa stuff out there. We are still going to try to push here. Because if we just let dealer have this, it's if they assume it's like a Mangan, and then we're in a lot of trouble. So I'm going to have to push here. Hope they discard a Dora, take it, and wait on the 6. I think that's the way to go. Player on my right's pushing too, though. I'm not sure why. Oh, this is the worst for me, though. Okay, so they have not quite overtaken us. But our position relative to the other players has not changed at all. This game is stressful. Why is this game so stressful? And then this is going to be a hand I have to Riichi too, probably. There's outs to not, but it's not easy. We could open if we find something near this 5-cell for Itsu. Okay. So now we cut that here and go for it if a 4 comes out. We probably Dama the Itsu Dora if we get that. I'll definitely Chia 4. Do I Chia 3? I think I do. Yeah, pretty sure I Chia 3.
Eat.
Oh,
Don't.
come on. Oh, no. Okay. Wait. No! Oh, the Riichi doesn't pass because... Oh, no, no. No, but it's still too much. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's the worst 4th. Okay, fine. We'll take a 4th. Who said this was gonna be a winning stream? I mean, you're not wrong yet, but let's see. I do need a short 5-minute break, so don't go anywhere. Let people know if they come in. I will be right back, but I need just a moment. So hang tight. We'll be with more games in just a second. All right, everyone, we are back, and we brought a fluffy friend with us. This is Kolchak. It's Russian for kitten. He's adorable, and he is sitting here purring right now, even though I'm sure he's looking for a way to escape. So we'll try to keep him here for a minute, but we'll see. Okay, he's gone. He is the strangest cat sometimes, I swear. Okay, let's change that back. All right, and we are, as promised, getting back into another game here. Yes, hello, boy. So he's a big dumb idiot, basically. I think that's the scientific term. Um, he, if he enjoys being pet by you, he will bunt the nearest object, even if it's the wall 5 feet away, and then he looks back at you and wonders why you're not petting him. He's such an idiot, but he's adorable, and we love him. And he's shaking my monitor right now, so I apologize for the shaky camera. Camera is mounted on the monitor. Do you just want to get back in my lap, boy? I know there's not much room right here, but, you know. Chat keeps saying I have to have good posture and everything. Something back problems.
Riichi.
That is a fast reach, dear lord. I don't think I'm supposed to defend against that yet. At least not to the point where I'm not discarding honors.
Don't.
Jeez, of course. Well, that's not a good start. Not terrible, though. There you go, boy. You're a good boy. We'll probably take this here.
Don't.
This hand just doesn't look like it's going to become much better. And it does have the Chanta chance here for a little bit more value. So we can still accept Dora. I'm not going to force the Chanta here just yet. I don't know if you guys can hear him purring, but it is so loud.
Gee.
I'm probably going a bit more all in on this Chanta than I should be. But that's okay. We do stupid all-ins here at this channel all this time. Hey, that's a great draw, though. Hello. Okay, and we'll take that too. It's kind of sad because I'm used to like ramen Ishanten. This one is Penchan
Home.
Ishanten. So a little worse to say the least, but you know,
Home.
we'll live with it. Oh yeah, no, it's terrible. But this is a 3,900 point hand. So it's the only way I really had to try to get some value, I think. The question is what this player on my right is doing, because the biggest thing is I want to avoid dealing into that. The good news is I have this pair of 9-pin, which are pretty safe on the table. And the other good thing is if I can get the 7, my weight looks very, very much like it could be a Honitsu.
Gee.
Do you want up again, boy? Okay, go on. I swear there's fur around my nose. Sorry. Okay. So back to this hand. Please give me something to chi. I mean, that's not terrible. It's not great, though. I don't want to have to discard Dora. So I would strongly prefer. But I think we have to take Tenpai.
Home.
Especially with this looking like Honitsu. The 5s are dying, which makes the 3 more likely to come out. I'm going to sit here and think for a little bit of extra time to make it look like I'm on a Honitsu. And hopefully people are buying it. The other trick there is I need to make sure to go quick on all my other discards now. And we will go for this. Oh, beautiful. See, that's how you find value in this game, right? So you just have to know how to talk the Chanta just right, and it works just fine. Oh, Lord. I'm never going to live that one down, am I? I just look over and chat's going crazy. Ah, Lord. Okay, so actual teaching moment. So the reason that con is completely fine is because literally every other hand was open, right? There's no risk of someone reaching and getting more Dora indicators or anything like that. So that reach is, or not that reach, that con is justified. Like you could basically open con there if you wanted to. You lose a little bit on defense, but it's nowhere near as bad as a lot of the situations. But I'll stop rationalizing now. You can call me a hypocrite all you want. Beautiful. I haven't had a rinse on in a while. It feels good.
Home.
It was worth giving up the door, I guess. Copy that, Esper.
Riichi.
All right, we are no longer back. We're so dead. This Riichi, though. I think the hand has more likelihood of completing if I go 9-pin, 9-pin here instead of starting with the 9. So, like, yeah, there's a chance this was Suji trapped. I think it's worth that chance. Have you ever been checked for bipolar personality disorder, Esper? Why did I do that? Holy crap. Yeah, I just was not thinking for that E-pin discard at all. Luckily, I did not get punished. Because that was most certainly not the right play. Now that's a great draw here. So if we get the 6-mon, we are back. Like, that would be beautiful. It's a Pinfudor 3. Right? I told you that's my favorite hand of Dama. If I draw the 6, I will absolutely Dama that. Dama the hell out of that. But we have to draw it first. If we draw the 6, the decision's a lot harder, but I'm pretty sure we still just slam the Riichi. Sorry, draw this one, I should say. This 6 over here is worse to draw than this 6 over here. That's a fine discard. And like this 2 Suji is not terrible, but it is Reach Suji. So, you know, trying to hold off as long as I can here.
Riichi. Dom.
You've got to be kidding me. This is going to be one of those games. Riichi, Dora, Dora? No, no, just Riichi, Dora, Dora. Okay, we are so dead. Full circle once again. Like, I still think it's just obviously fine to take that, but... Oh, Lord. I told you it was way better to draw the 6-mon. I don't know how that would have changed anything, but you know, it's fine. We're not even in a terrible position, luckily. Like, those hands weren't huge or anything, but yeah, exactly, it's fine. Just get another Rinshan. Easy. And we're last dealer. Like with last dealer, there's always more hope. Till you're 3 Shanten with 2 draws left. Then hope's pretty gone. Okay, so discard 8 for... Really? Really? I draw the thing that I would have kept as safe. Yeah, it's the discipline play here. This hand is just not close enough to anything without discarding these souths. Of course, we draw Dora immediately. So how do we worm our way out of this one? I mean, now this door is safe. This 8 is Suji. We've still got some work to do after that. Like this 2-5-8 shape. I'm just dominating everything right now. Okay. Yeah, weird situation, but you know, it's fine. We've got another dealership coming. You don't need to reach Yakuman, though. Unless you're a man. If you're a man, you have to reach all your important hands. It's the benefit of not being a man. I don't have to reach you. Never committed. This hand's looking okay. If we draw the 4, then the 5, that would be beautiful over here. Drawing a couple too many pairs for my liking, though. Oh yeah, like I'm not worried at all at this point. We're in South 1. Like I'm just beginning to think about placement, right? It's not terrible by any means. This is going to look weird. But I'm doing this for value. I want to be able to upgrade the shape on the left here. Or just be a genius and have 2... No, I don't want to reach with 2 7s left. I can do better than this. We don't slam those Riichis on this channel. Now that Riichi, though.
Riichi.
That Riichi we slam. Because that is Riichi Tanyadora. That is 5,200 points. That puts us back above starting if we get it. And if we sumo, it's basically a Mangan. And puts us in first. This is just going to be one of those games. So it isn't super likely I get the 4, right? Not discarded anyway. So really, this hand is just a Mangan, because I'm going to sumo. Sumo's a Yaku. Makes sense, right? I think it seems fine. A little bit unfortunate we have the missed Sanshoku here. If it was Sanshoku, we could probably Dama, but play the hand you're given. The good news is everyone's folding pretty heavily here. So I might get out of last just from this alone. Oh, that's 6. Yeah, that 6 is Nakasuji. Oh, wow. That's a hell of a few discards leading up to that. half the Nakasuji here. No, it's too late to Nakasuji, probably. Yes. I don't know why you discarded that into this, but I appreciate it. And we got the Ura. We are in first. We are so back. See, this game is so easy. I love this game. It's a beautiful game. Right? And now we have 5 pairs. Because we love pairs. Pairs are the best, right? Can you tell I'm not convinced?
Home.
Okay. So the long pause there was concerning, and it was going to put me in a situation where if I drew the Tenpai, what do I wait on? And I think the answer would have actually been to Riichi and try to wait and snipe the pair of green dragon once someone went to discard it. I think we're full committing at this point, though, to just Chitoi. Okay, definitely don't need that 9. Twice cut. But we're going to try to hold on to Manzu here. Because that definitely looks like what this person's going for. We don't need the 4-pin. Like, I really don't want to discard this one, but at the same time, I kind of want to discard it before it becomes a problem. So if someone else discards it, I'll drop it. But I don't want to give them the chance to chi. Set the Suji trap. Seems fine. Yeah.
Chi.
Now we're starting to worry about Toyman. Do we reach this? I don't think we do. I think we just Dama here. Okay, so they're not Honitsu. What? Chanta? If it's Chanta, this one is still dangerous to discard against them. But this player's Pinfill. Yeah, it's Chanta. Okay. Nailed it. We are out first, but that's okay. Still a couple deals left. We have door acceptance and not much else with this hand. Okay, we'll hold the double south for a minute. And it is no longer double south. Well, it's more that I knew I couldn't discard it still, right? Like, it did not look good at all. God, I missed the Manemon, really? No. But yeah, like the one mon just didn't look good to discard there. So I couldn't. That's kind of what happens with Chitoi a lot in my experience. You know, you kind of get trapped into it a little bit. I mean, that's something. Is this Ishanten? So Manemon doesn't exist in the online client. But it is this, except in a different order. It is basically when you have the first 5 discards discarded as the previous person. So I did miss the Manemon here because the order I chose to discard things. I don't think I had the white dragon in time, though. But if I had discarded south first, and then white, and then north, and then east and red, then it would have been Manemon with our local rolls. What does that do? Nothing, I don't think. I think that's just bad. There are 2 5s in the discard. I need to improve this hand. Like, it's just not working out the way that it is.
Riichi.
Okay. So we've got this going on here. We've got pretty fine defense here. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to push here, though. You guys know me, I always love pushing. But how do we get there with this? Like, it's just... it's so rough. Oh, Lord. And we drew that. Anyway, we can cut the 4-pin here. I don't think so. Yeah, unfortunate, but I think this is the play.
Riichi. Long.
So that's the direction we wanted those points to go. So now we need 2,700 points to get first. And this is a pretty well advanced hand for all last here. Maybe should have held that for Sancho. Good chance for a minute. But I think this is fine. Just trying to play for pure efficiency here, because Riichi Pinfu is enough. If we can get this hand to Pinfu, fantastic. Best draw is 7-pin. Yeah. So we draw 7-pin, we discard 8-pin, draw 2-mon. Pinfu Riichi. That's the plan. Let's do it. Now, chat, I don't know if you have any control over the players here, but if you do, tell them not to win before I do. And unfortunately, it's going to be a while if I keep drawing like this. That's something. I think that's the cut here, to try to get that 7-pin. Because Pinfu is what we're trying to target. Oops. Sorry, chat. My hand warmer is beeping at you again. Don't think we keep that. So that means we probably have to discard the 9-mon. Ugh. Not like this. If this player deals into them and I get third from this position, I swear to God. I've seen it happen way too many times. I think this gives us the best shot at it still. But now we're in a position where... it's in a weird position. We still need the Riichi, of course. Riichi Nomi would be enough, though. That's the difference. And Toyman is pushing. Why is Toyman pushing? Maybe it was Sudagawa. I need to draw one of the last two 2-mon.
Riichi.
Yeah. We're just rooting for the player on our left at this point. If they sumo, so be it.
Long.
Yes, that is perfect. Like, not perfect. We'd prefer they roll in Toyman. But we will absolutely take second from that position. That's fantastic. Okay. So we update that here. And we update this here. All right. And then we move this around a little bit. Wait, how do we do that here? Weird. Things aren't letting me do stuff on the stream like they should. Okay, so we are at 275 out of 400. Are we still playing? We'll play one more game at least. I'm up for another game. This will probably be the last game. We'll see if we can push the winning record even a bit further. All right. One good player in this game. One that's the same rank as me. Let's see how this goes. We start with the Dora 2 Tanyao hand. I mean, that's about as good as it gets, right? Hands don't get much better than this for High Pi. That's a little bit unfortunate because now we have to accept the 1 pin if we draw it. But this could also just accept 4 pin if we draw it. Like this is the sort of hand that could easily be a Dama Mangan. Okay. I see you. It's not pin fill. That's fine. I can accept not pin fill. I think we do that here. Might not be perfect. It's fine. If we... I don't think we can cheat that. If we can pawn the Dora, we will, of course. And then we'll discard the Hatsu with the plan long-term to discard either the 2 or the 3, depending on situation. I'm supposed to be drawing those. Those are my tiles. If we draw the 3 or the 6 here, we do have to Riichi. And we would chi 4 pin for sure. Definitely won't chi 1 pin. But 1 pin would definitely be a Riichi. Like this hand just plays itself basically. Alright, Dudu, have a good one. Thanks for coming by.
Riichi.
Can we chi 3/6 mon? Like with the Riichi out, there's some argument for it. Like I said, we definitely can't chi that. We can do that here. This 2 is safe.
Riichi.
Safe-ish against player to our right. Yeah, we're probably just dropping the 2 back here.
Wrong.
Oh, okay, I didn't have to make the decision. All right, well that game just got blown wide open here. This is a pretty good starting hand. We'll take these any day of the week. Sitting in second right now. Progressing shapes. It's the way I like to play Mahjong. Obviously, but no one likes it when they're drawing terrible draws at draw after draw, right? Hands up in the chat if you like drawing terribly constantly. Yeah, we'll go for the Tanyao push here. This 4-4-4-5 is likely to be the pair. If we draw the 4 here, that's fine. That is the pair now. Chi 4 pin, probably. It's probably worth pushing. But if we find the upgrade here, we'll have some better options. I probably could have cheated the 8 mon and discarded the 2 pin. I do like that. I love that, though.
Riichi.
That seems great. Yeah, we can't complain about this hand. Obviously, 4-pin's better. 4-pin keeps the Tanyao. But
Chi.
we'll just take any win. It's a good weight Riichi on turn 7. Like, you take those.
Tsumo.
Beautiful. Excellent chi. I love that chi. She was a very good decision there. What is this? Okay. It's not bad. It's just weird. I feel like half my hands I say are weird, right? Like, what does a normal Riichi Mahjong High Pai look like? I mean, some people might say this is what their normal Riichi Mahjong High Pai looks like. But, you know.
Home.
Yeah, that's not great. I need to just pick up the 7 and slip it into my hand somehow. It would make my hand a lot better. Of course, we get punished there.
Kang.
It's only a small punish. Ooh. What's the new Dora? Huh. Northwind, you say? I wonder where those could be. Now I just need to find a way to complete this hand. That is a ton of value. Oh, that's bad, though. I hope they end up on a pair of the Northwind. And they're trying to wait on it and greed into it. That's a good draw. We like that draw. It's a Dora 3. But I can't Riichi.
Chi.
Or I can't open, rather. And I also can't really discard Pinzu. Because this pond right here. Ugh, yeah, and that's not good. 9-8 so next, I think. Yeah, that seems fine. 7-pin's safe, though. Yeah, 9-8 so. Okay, so that uses the 9-pin, which is good. Now we just need to draw the 6-pin. There's no problem there anymore. Okay. He did have it in his hand. Okay. Interesting. Like, this is the widest weight I can make here. God, what do they have? Is it not a Honitsu? It might not be. That's what I'm thinking at this point. Like, it's just really weird, those discards.
Chi.
Okay, yeah. Is it Chanta again? Really? If it's Chanta, this West could deal in. It's not cut, but there's Dora indicator for the West. But we have to take this.
Riichi.
Give tile, please. I know there's not many left,
Chi.
but I would love that tile, please. Like, this player's already discarded 1. Maybe it happens, but we don't not Riichi Dora 4 hands with 2 Ura indicators. Yes! That ends the game on the spot, and we take the last game of the session. Beautiful. Oh, Lord. The 2 outer Kanchan. That has to be a good place to call it for the night. Let me update this just for my records here. But that is going to be it for the night. Thank you all so much for joining in, as usual. We do this every single Friday on YouTube, between like 7 p.m. EST and whatever time it is now, about 3 hours, give or take. So I appreciate everyone joining in, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good one.